Maybe you're thinking about moving to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. There's more to the area than just the places you might have vacationed. We go all the way up to the North Carolina border, all the way down to Georgetown. So we've got over 60 miles of beaches to explore. And if you start to go inland a little bit, there are so many different towns that have really grown over the past few years. In this video, I'm going to highlight these different surrounding suburbs, and we're going to go over some price points too. So if you're thinking of making the move to the Grand Strand area, you're educated on what home prices might be. Hey there and welcome. If you're new here, my name's Olivia and I'm a local realtor with RE/MAX Southern Shores in the greater Myrtle Beach area. If you're here on my channel, then maybe you're thinking about making a move here to the Grand Strand area. Be sure that you hit that subscribe button below. That way you can always see my weekly videos. I get calls and emails from folks just like yourself that are looking to move to the Myrtle Beach area. So whether you're 60 days out or 6 months out, be sure to reach out. There is a link below in the description that you can schedule a call with me. Myrtle Beach has really expanded over the past 5 years from a strong influx of folks moving into our area in new construction. Towns have really flourished over the past few years. If you've been doing your research a little bit and thinking about moving to the area over the past few years, you'll see that home prices have gone up, and there's also been a lot of new construction communities that have been going on. So if you've had one particular area in mind, these statistics might be a little different than you might have researched in the past few years. We're going to go north to south and do town-specific comparisons of number of homes sold and also average home price. Throughout the whole Grand Strand area, there were just under 11,000 home sales, and these are all just going to be single-family detached homes in the Grand Strand area. So this isn't taking into consideration any sort of condos in the area or any land sales. And then the average home sales price was $439,000 for Horry and Georgetown counties. So we're going to jump in and do a little map overview so you can see the highlighted area of where these towns are located, and then we'll jump into the statistics as well. And then at the end, we're going to briefly talk about some of the most affordable home areas and other tips for you in your home search. Jumping in here, we're going to have a nice little overview of the area. So our market goes all the way here up to the North Carolina border, all the way down the coast to Georgetown. So it's all of Georgetown and then Horry County. So lots of area to cover. We're going to start in the north end of Longs. And Longs is going to be this area here off of Highway 9. So you're probably about 20 minutes to the beach, but it has really expanded over the past few years. In the past 12 months, there was 956 sales. The average sales price was $328,000, with the median sales price being $307,000. So it makes it very affordable if you're looking for something that's not too far from the beach. We're going to move now towards Little River. So that encompasses this area north of North Myrtle Beach all the way up to the border. It really kind of straddles 17 here. The total number of sales in the past 12 months was 913. The average sales price was $388,000, with the median sales price being $365,000. Moving south, we do have the North Myrtle Beach area, and it is going to be its own city, so they do have their own city limits. So it encompasses all this area here, and it does kind of straddle over here into Longs, and then you also have the Briarcliff Acres area that funnels this way too. In the past 12 months, there's 560 homes that were sold. The average sales price was $665,000. And the median home price was $580,000. Keep in mind, when we're thinking of some of these beach towns, there are going to be extraneous factors such as the oceanfront homes that do skew the numbers just a little bit. And then we're going to move into Myrtle Beach. So this is going to be a huge area that we're really surveying in here. So you're going to have the Socastee area, which is down here, and this is pretty much almost its own zip code. It's kind of the 29588 area. And then we also have the Carolina Forest area, which actually has its own zip code of the 29579. So it's going to encompass these two huge residential areas as well as homes along the Myrtle Beach proper area. So there was 3,385 homes sold in the past 12 months. The average sales price was $490,000 and the median sales price was $407,000. That does take into consideration the Grand Dunes, which are a lot of $1 million homes. So those are going to be factored in there, kind of skewing the numbers. And then moving out, we've got Conway, which is one of my favorite little places. So it does have quite a bit of area, and it is very up and coming. There's been a lot of new construction going on out here as well. In the past 12 months, there has been 2,170 homes that have sold. The average sales price is $320,000 and the median sales price was $299,000. So far we're seeing Conway and Longs have some similar home prices, making it a very affordable area to move to. Going south, we're going to go down to Surfside Beach. So it's going to be a lot smaller of an area as well as Garden City. They had a total sale number of 277 homes in the past 12 months. The average sales price was $549,000 and the median home sale price was $429,000. So keep in mind too, when we talk about these areas, it is Surfside Beach, and while each area has its own city limits, they would still be together as the city. You just don't fall in those city limits. So you might not get the perks such as like a parking pass, stuff like that, but you're still pretty close proximity to the beach. And then going south, we are going to hit the Garden City area. Very popular for a lot of raised beach homes. Sales in here are quite low just because of the city limits being a lot smaller. There were 42 home sales in the past 12 months. The average sales price was $911,000 and the median home sale price was $822,000. And then we're going to head south here towards Murrells Inlet. So Murrells Inlet is part in Georgetown County and part in Horry County. So it does encompass all this area back here, a lot of these Prince Creek areas, a lot of golf courses that are popular back there, the TPC. And it does go all the way down here towards the famous Inlet and Marsh Walk. So there were 670 homes that sold in the past 12 months. The average home price was $533,000 and the median home price was $462,000. So we're seeing prices go up just a little bit. Murrells Inlet has always had a little bit higher of a price tag compared to some of the surrounding suburbs. And then cruising down 17, we are going to enter into the Pawleys Island area. So they do have some of the beach area, not a ton of residential areas. It's going to be a lot smaller, higher price tag too, very similar to Murrells Inlet. There were 334 sales over the past 12 months. Average sales price is $833,000 and a median home price of $623,000. So there are some of those, like I said, those oceanfront homes that are skewing those numbers just a little bit and causing some differences. And then to the ever popular Georgetown. So if you've ever made a day trip from the Myrtle Beach area down to Charleston, you would have passed through Georgetown. They're known for their historic paper mill plant. Does have a fun odor if you ever drive through, and that comes from that paper plant there. So it is a lot larger of an area. There were 284 homes sold in the past 12 months. Average home price was $536,000 and the median home price was $370,000. So we've got quite a bit of area here in our market, all of this. So lots of places to choose from if you're thinking of moving to the area, and lots to think about in terms of home pricing as well. Out of these towns, obviously Longs and Conway, like we highlighted, are going to give you the most bang for your buck. There is a ton of new construction going on out there. So if you're really looking to take advantage of some lower interest rates and also some buyer incentives from builders, be sure to check those out. You're definitely going to get a little bit more land out there with a little bit larger lot sizes since there is more room for growth. So hopefully you found this information useful in your home search. I'd appreciate if you could give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And be sure to reach out with any specific questions you have for towns or communities. I am always happy to help. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week in our next video. See ya.